Listen, if I had a Christian Pulisic intro in the barrel, I would have used that instead, but Kai Havertz had an amazing first half, so, you know, what a good opportunity to bring out the Kai Havertz intro from when we signed him. Oh boy, what a striker performance! And yeah, I cut my own hair, and you know what? I think it's pretty good. Yo, what's happening, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. I hope you lot all doing well. I really do hope that Crystal Palace won, sadly. Chelsea 4! That's right, count them. 1, 2, 3, 4 goals under Thomas Tuchel for Chelsea Football Club away in the Premier League against a Crystal Palace who, we all know, they're no mugs. Good defensive team, resolute under Roy Hodgson. I think they're in good form as well, so for Chelsea to go there and absolutely dismantle them, and let's be real, my friends, in the first half, it looked like we were going to just score 5 in the first half, another 3 in the second. Everything was looking good. Anyway, this is your match review. Please do drop a like if you're amped on the score, the result. Subscribe if you're new to this channel if you want the daily Chelsea content as we get into today's match review. Of course, a massive game away, a London derby. Even though it's Crystal Palace, they're still a good side. Liverpool, of course, absolutely snatched a win at the depth against Aston Villa, putting them into the top 4, putting pressure on Chelsea. Chelsea had to win, man. We had to win to get back into the top 4. And also, West Brom, 5 goals conceded. We needed to show that back in the Premier... Of course we were good in the Champions League, but back in the Premier League, we needed to show, look, man, we can do this. And we did it. I'm totally friggin' amped, man. Let's take a look at this who scored match graphic to see who played, when, where, what, how, and match statistics. Thomas Tuchel went with a 3-4-2-1 as per the norm. Edouard Mendy in goal, no shocks there. The back 3 consisted of Kurt Zouma, Azpilicueta, and Rudiger, as Christensen is reportedly injured, nothing serious. Kovacic in midfield, Chilwell left wing back, Callum Hudson-Odoi comes back in for right wing back, Mason Mount and Christian Pulisic in the wide positions, or number 10 positions, behind striker Havertz, who absolutely looks like he's arrived. I'm going to talk about player performances very, very shortly. But let's talk about goals. Right, that first half, we absolutely dismantled Crystal Palace. Now, they didn't collapse. We were excellent. Chelsea scored a lot of goals in the first half, and it could have been more. I don't think our XG was particularly high, but our control of the game and possession was high, and obviously we finished in a lethal manner, which we've not been known to do under Thomas Tuchel. Within the first 10 minutes, we were 2-0 up with a goal from Christian Pulisic and Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz being involved in both goals, looking like an absolute baller for his goal. He actually won the ball back in terms of getting possession, combined, received it, put it across the keeper and scored. Christian Pulisic's goal was excellent as well. Absolutely rifled into the top of the net with his weak foot. We're purring at this point. Absolutely purring, knocking it about, looking excellent, confident in possession, confident in defence, midfield, and combining in the final third. For the third goal, Mason Mount, spoiler, he won man of the match for Sky Sports. Not a spoiler really. A beautiful free kick, puts it on the head of Zouma. La Zoumance heads it in. 5th Premier League goal of the season. Absolutely hilarious. He's our 2nd top goal scorer, and he's a centre half who generally doesn't get picked, so that tells you about Chelsea's general goal scoring problems. Anyway, so cometh half time and we're all rubbing our hands together. I'm tweeting out how we've been literally immaculate in every single way, and how Kai Havertz, well, I'm not talking about Kai Havertz in my tweets, but I'm thinking this dude could be the answer to all our striker problems. Maybe. Still very young, got a lot to learn, but we know he's got such immense quality. Second half starts, 3-0 up, and we can see the goal. Chelsea. At this point, we all start being negative on social media platforms, thinking, uh-oh, here it comes, they're going to concede another one. Benteke scored a goal. Sort of a poor moment defensively in the box as that ball came in, and considering how immaculate we were defensively in the first half, that was really disappointing for me, so yeah. But Chelsea kind of get control of the game, start playing well again, not to the point they were in the first half, but it's very, very difficult to do that in the second half, to bring back that sort of same spirit and energy. But eventually, Christian Pulisic comes back, scores his second of the game, a lovely goal. Chelsea have 4-1 advantage. We also get more chances in that game. There was also one chance of like Ben Chilwell absolutely should have just passed it for a tap in. I think also Havertz could have passed it for a tap in as well. There were moments where we absolutely should have been better in decision making, and the scoreline probably should have been 5 goals to Chelsea. Wouldn't have flattered us at all. No, 6 goals to Chelsea because we scored 4. It should have been 6 goals to Chelsea, 6-1, and that wouldn't have flattered us at all. Anyway, let's talk about player performances and get into that now. Edouard Mendy in goal didn't really have to do anything. I saw a couple of moments of confidence and passing out of the back when we're being pressed, but it's really difficult to critique him or judge him, so fine. The back three, very good. I mean, apart from the goal, was actually very disappointing considering, but they combined very well and they played out of the press, so I'm very, very happy with that. Zouma, of course, you have to give great credit for the goal, rising above Gary Cahill. Chelsea great, scoring a goal and being generally quite good defensively. Callum Hudson-Odoi is very threatening as a wing-back, very, very offensive indeed, which he was today. Obviously he was substituted for Reece James, who came on and got an assist. So that was great for Reece James and my fantasy Premier League. Anyway, enough about that. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi was good offensively, combined well, and is a threat, and it's probably a little bit rusty because it hasn't seen the pitch much recently, but I'm very happy with his performance. Similarly, Ben Chilwell did some excellent stuff today, getting up and down. I am frustrated with him for taking on a shot where he had 2 players ready for a tap-in, the aforementioned chance I spoke about a second ago. But generally, I'm happy with him. I think he's our first choice left wing-back now, even though Alonso is a left wing-back, and Chilwell, you could argue, isn't really. So great for Chilwell. Jovicic in the midfield in the first half were excellent in terms of controlling possession, bringing out the flicks. There was a beautiful long fly pass from Jorginho. Was that an assist? I can't remember, but showcasing that he can do good long vertical passes. Kovacic, a few, one-touch flicks, dribbling in possession. This is, of course, the kind of games where they can demonstrate their abilities, but I was very impressed with both of them indeed, especially with Jorginho, because he absolutely had a horror show against West Brom, like a notably really bad game. So it was good to see him bounce back with team in good form, and I'm happy with that. Mason Mount won man of the match for Sky Sports. I don't think necessarily he was a glaring candidate for man of the match, but he's been our player of the season. He got an assist. He's so functional in terms of offensive and defensive actions. I really, what can you say about Mason Mount apart from he is our player of the year? I'm very, very happy with him. He won man of the match on Sky Sports. Great performance. But honestly, I think a lot of you guys are going to think this game is massively about Christian Pulisic. He loves Crystal Palace, scoring against them, in the reverse fixture, scoring 2 today. He was so good for us last season in terms of being like talismanic offensively. To see him come alive again, play well, really be brave in the box, bust the guts to get in the box, be brave in terms of colliding into people, just getting, scoring a goal on his weak foot. Possibly for me, even if he's not my man of the match, he's my most significant performer of the match, if that's a thing. Very, very happy with him to score 2 goals. And of course, Kai Havertz. In that first half, he looks like world class. And I know it's Palace, but it is away and they're a good defensive unit. There are no mugs and they're very good defensively at the highest level. Kai Havertz, young lad, comes in, literally looks magnificent. A Rolls Royce, which he is in terms of talent level. So very happy with that. There's my reaction to player performances. Let's move on and talk about this game a little bit more. It's huge, boys and girls. Back in the top 4. Of course, I think Leicester play West Ham. It's all to play for. I think 6 teams are going for 2 spots in terms of the top 4. An incredible, exciting race, but just what the doctor ordered. A 4-1 away win in the London derby. We'll go into the second leg against Porto in high confidence and then go from there. Chelsea in the top 4 is no certain thing, it's no done thing, so these performances are important. Maybe the West Brom loss was really important as well to keep our feet on the ground. I'm really pleased, I'm super amped on the result, but I want to put it out to you guys and I want all your thoughts, feelings and opinions, so make sure you do comment down below and like the video, my friends. If you want to help me out, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Of course, enjoy the football, and I'll see you later.
You ain't so tough with that bad boy tuck. I'ma get it how I'm living, I'ma walk the walk. Outline my lines, I rap through thought. Body bag the verse, outlined in chalk. In my life seen trouble, hustle on the double. Silence on the trigger like my pick got a muzzle. Yo chick like to guzzle, bad boy stay in trouble. I only love this paper, sorry I don't. I laugh me baby.